Hello, it's me again, here with another denture video. If you recall from my last video, I went into my dental appointment for a root canal and to place a crown and an extraction. The extraction was not done and I was referred to a surgeon. And if you'll remember, for me, the word surgeon has many S's and before, at the beginning, indicating $sign, $sign. So as you all know, if you've been following, I have upper dentures. Like, I do not have any teeth up front, up on top. And I had that done in Puerto Rico. This is my immediate or my temporary denture that they make when you just get the extractions. They immediately put in this denture and you stay with that until you get your permanent dentures, until you heal. And when you heal, the bone, it shrinks. Everything shrinks. So whatever they use for your temporary denture, it won't fit anymore. And they'll have to make a lot of relines, which is relining the inside so that it will continue to have suction and fit correctly and not hurt you, because it starts to jiggle around and become too big for the area that it's supposed to cover. And so that's why the next step after having your immediate dentures for a while, right after surgery, they boom, like they pull out all the teeth and then they boom, put in this immediate denture, which is this one that I have, that I love. And apparently every dentist I go to loves it and says it's really nice. I think it looks really nice and natural. Of course, I feel if you use dentures, you can feel and and you're self-conscious in a sense of the bulk that it causes, and sometimes you have difficulty speaking. I never thought that it would affect even my selection of words. Sometimes I find myself at a loss, and it's because my body is trying to hold in the dentures or has a foreign object in it, and you're trying to bypass those thoughts of what's going on in your mouth and trying to express something. And I did not think, I had no idea, I had no clue that it could even affect like the process of communicating, having that foreign object there. So I do have it, and I do not wear glue all the time, and I do not wear adhesive all the time, because number one, I know that that's a foreign chemical compound substance in my mouth, and it can't be good for you to have like some sort of adhesive in your mouth every day of your life. So I do not use adhesive every day. I'm a pastor, so sometimes right now working with youth, and sometimes I preach on Sunday mornings, or I have a special event, or I also teach courses on missions and different things in different places, in different countries and in different states. And so when I do those major events, or I know I'm going to be in front of a lot of people, then I'll glue it in so it doesn't fly out. Because one thing about COVID 2020 and 2021 that I love about wearing masks is that I've literally, working with our youth group at the church, I've literally like cracked up laughing and my teeth have flown out, but the mask was there to catch it and nobody else could catch it. Visually, I mean, not catch it like, oh, Pastor Nada, your teeth fell out. Because they would have if I weren't wearing the mask. So anyways, I digress. So the last video was about the crown placement, and I have this tooth right up front is totally broken. And that's the original reason why I went to the dentist, and they fixed the one next to it. They put a crown on the one next to it, but I had that broken tooth space, and you'll see that on the beginning of the video and at the end of the video. I'm in a dentist's office, and you'll see I have that little gap. I didn't smile real wide, so you can't see it that much, but I literally, like, my tooth broke off eating a taco at the beginning, right at lockdown. And so I stayed throughout the coronavirus situation without fixing it and without wanting to go to a dentist, which seemed like a very risky thing when there's a pandemic. So anyhow, so I have, like, right in front, that tooth is broken off. And but when I went to the dentist, they fixed the one next to it. So I have a beautiful crown here. And when you get dentures and when you get crowns, obviously they ask you what color you want. And I know some people, like for example, myself, I was hoping to go completely dentures on the bottom too. And I was like, well, if I go completely dentures on the bottom and on the top, I can actually pick whatever color of teeth I want. And, but I've seen so many people that have made denture videos, or even people who just put on veneers on their teeth, getting them way too white. And it looks fake. I mean, mind you, it looks very pretty, like ding, like an ad, but it looks like you're a walking photoshopped face. It just doesn't seem normal. And so the color that I have, A1 is that white, and then A2 is the next one down, and that's the one that I have, which matched kind of my real normal teeth. And so you'll see, let me show you that color. It might come off a little bit yellow, but it's a natural color. That's what your teeth would look like if they weren't whitened, etc. Some of us genetically just have darker teeth. This was very close to my natural color. So there it is. That's A1. I mean A2. A1 is like, would be like paper white. No. So A2, and so my crown is A2 as well. But I was like, this crown situation cost me, I don't know, cost me a bunch of money. It's like almost like, I don't know. I have it here, but the root canal's included there. But anyhow, it costs in the hundreds, okay, to get that crown, like several $100s to get that crown. And this isn't the real one. This is a temporary one. I should get my real one in 3 weeks. This one's made of some sort of like material, and the real one is porcelain, okay? So, but I have the problem that they didn't fix my tooth that was broken. So I mentioned in my last video that I have been using thermal beads. What are thermal beads? Well, let me show you. And I do not promote, I'm not sponsored by, I should be, any company, but these are the ones I use. And I get these at Amazon. I don't know if this will make it look any clearer. I don't know. But anyways, don't let yourself, you know, don't get this. You can get these same ones. And this is like $10 as opposed to hundreds of dollars. And I just want to show you. And I want you to be able to compare the crown with the thermal beads. Now, mind you, I had a class all day, and this morning I had just gone to the dentist yesterday, so I had this empty space. So this morning I got up and I immediately like started warm this up. How does this work? They're little beads. Let me show you. I don't have all this like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. They're these little beads, and you put a cup of water in the microwave for a minute so it's really hot, and then you pour some of these beads in there, then you mix it, and the beads become pliable and transparent. They're white, but they become transparent when they're ready to be molded. And then you just take those and you mold it onto your tooth. Now this morning I just did it lickety-split really quick because I was going to be zooming on camera all day long from 8 to 5. So I had to like, I didn't want everybody to see all that when I could just like pop in a tooth. So I want you to see and compare my quickly made. Now, if I really wanted to, and like when I'm going to preach or when I'm going to be in public or at a special event or whatever, I do it carefully so that it looks real, okay? Mind you, these thermal bead moldable plastic teeth, after a while, they start to yellow on their own. And if you drink things that are heavily colored or whatnot, they start to get yellower. And you'll see lots of my videos where I have that one tooth it's yellower than the other teeth. And that could be depending on which brand I use. Some of them last for 2, 3, 4 days without 2 or 3 days without yellowing. Actually, I just leave it in until I'm really uncomfortable with how it looks. It doesn't bother at all. It's just something that you mold and you stick on what's left of the tooth, and then you create your own tooth. So I'm going to show you so you can compare. It starts out transparent, and you can make it get white and hard again, because while it's transparent, it's pliable, with cold water. And if you swish around cold water or just wait, it starts to become whiter. And then and I'd say like it takes a day for it to start to look natural, and that lasts for like 2 days, and then third, fourth day it starts to get yellow. All right, so let me show you. And this was done quickly. It was not done with precision, or I wasn't delicate about it. I wasn't artistic about it. So here you'll see. Oh wait, there's the camera. I don't know if you can see that. This one is the thermal bead plastic tooth that I just made, like if it were Play-Doh, stuck there. This one. And this one is the hundreds and hundreds of dollars crown. Yeah. So right now, the thermal beads are kind of white because I made it this morning. By tomorrow, it should look pretty natural and match with all the teeth. The crown is beautiful. So is this, if it's done nicely and slowly and with artistry. And it only costs like $10 or $11 for this little container that has, I don't know, 100 and something or 200 beads in it. And I only use at the most 8 or 10 beads, so it lasts a long time, and I can just order it on Amazon. So just look for thermal beads for teeth and you'll find it. It has worked for me, and I actually feel this hung up as well with this. I don't have it filled because I went to the dentist, and so they had to have it in, hoping that they would actually fix it, but whatever. So there you have it. You can compare the hundreds of dollars crown to the thermal bead tooth, which I could just kind of peel out and pop out whenever I want to and replace, or just leave the hole there. Mind you, I didn't lose the tooth completely. I have like the bottom half of the tooth, so I have like a little piece of it. So I can prop that little molded tooth on there, and you can mold it and then press in and then kind of work it. So that's my comparison. I wanted you guys to see the product that I use. Just these little beads, hot water, and you mold them. And there's another product that I use that I'll talk about in the next video. When you have dentures, you have to go to the dentist to get relining, which means they line the inside because, as I said, your gums shrink. And so after a while, they start dancing around, and that's when they fly out, or you can't eat correctly, or you can't speak correctly because you're trying to hold it in. It's a whole process. But I'm going to talk to you about my workaround so I don't have to go to the dentist and pay a gajillion dollars for the reline. And I have had this denture, which is the immediate temporary one, since 2016 is when I got it, in November of 2016. So I've had it, and I'm supposed to like have the permanent ones, and I've been just fine with this. And mind you, I'm so happy that I chose to wear dentures. So if you're on the fence about it, but you're experiencing pain, don't let pride get in the way. Don't let pride get in the way. You need to seek quality of life. If you have problems with your teeth and you don't smile, don't let pride get in the way. And I know there's another obstacle that's huge, and that obstacle is finances. It's one of those things that you need to save up for, or maybe someone will bless you, or friends will come together and help you, but you can't let pride get in the way. This is a matter of health as well. I could not eat because my teeth hurt or my teeth were broken. So I had gone through a period of time where I lost a lot of weight, and I had another condition that I was unaware of, but the teeth, they were a problem as far as eating is concerned. Thank goodness now I can eat pretty much anything. But now I have a crown, so I have to be careful. No tacos, because that's how I broke my actual real tooth. So there it is, people. I hope that this has been an encouragement to you and maybe a help to you. My next video that I'm going to be probably putting out there tomorrow will be about what I use to reline my dentures, which you can also purchase on Amazon. Amazon is not paying me anything for this, but I'm mentioning them because they've been a blessing to me. I've been able to find solutions for my problems, especially during the pandemic. There was no way I was going to go to a dentist right when they were shutting down everything. I'll talk to you in my next video about what I use to reline my dentures so that they don't dance around, and saves me a lot of money because I don't have to use glue or adhesives other than this product, unless it's a very important thing I'm going to do in front of a lot of people and I want to make sure that my teeth don't fall, fly, or loosen up while I'm talking or laughing. All right, guys, I pray that the Lord bless you, and thank you for sharing this time with me, this experience, this denture adventure with me. I'm just a normal person that has some not so normal circumstances in their life, but is trying to make the best of it, as we all should. Come on, don't let little things just be a setback or an obstacle for your life, for your joy, for your love of life, and your self-esteem. You know, I'm much more than my teeth, and so I wanted to be able to eat. I wanted to be able to smile. I wanted to be able to live pain-free, and so I got dentures. And I'm working on the bottom. We're still trying to find what solution to do. Right now I have a crown on my tooth here, and this one is thermal beads, $10.99 or $11 on Amazon. Try it. Alrighty, I'll be back. My next video will be about that magical thing that I use instead of adhesive constantly to reline my dentures on the top. Bye. God bless you very much.